Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Hope that you are doing wonderfully. Hope you're feeling good. Thank you as always for clicking on the video, because every day in, day out, you do not have to click on these videos every day, but I appreciate you doing so, and I'm happy to be here doing so. So let's go and move on to where we left off, the Sacred Songs, Daryl Hall. We're going to listen to the next two tracks here. We're going to listen to Urban Landscape, and then leading into the following track, NYCNY, New York City, New York. I would have to imagine that's what it means. It could completely mean something else, but I'm not thinking so. So let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll discuss it, talk about it after. And I guess urban landscape, New York City would be an urban landscape. That kind of makes sense. All right, let's go. Coming off of Babs and Babs, obviously. This sounds frippy. Trippy, but also frippy. This is the sound of an urban landscape. I do like how this little instrumental does act as a really nice bridge from Babs into New York, New York, or New York City, New York. Kinda, it's like red. Okay. That sounds like wetting. to it, man. Man, that is staticky as anything. It's like it's skipping here at the end. I love how it really does have a record skip at the end. Okay, now we are getting somewhere. Babs and Babs was the first departure into kind of what I was expecting from the album. Now we have truly entered Fripp's touch, like truly. So Urban Landscape was just a nice little instrumental segue, just some ambience, just a bridge between Babs and then NYC. When NYC comes in, it is heavy. And immediately, I'm catching a strong whiff of Red era King Crimson here. That guitar is just maniacal and statically and distorted and textured as anything. And the way that Daryl's singing here, I mean, full of aggression, right? Like, no doubt about it. He's going to lose his voice just yelling out the way he is. It reminds me in some ways of the way that Wetton would sing on Red and kind of yell out in certain ways. And, you know, he has a more smooth voice, but even on that album, he would let out a little bit more aggression. And I'm kind of getting something similar here. Hall has a very soulful voice, but here he just lets it go. And it is just incredible. I love that bouncy riff while Hall is just delivering a tirade on top of it. The riff is very, there's a word I think of, but I don't. The riff is just very compartmentalized, like ba bam ba bam ba bam ba bam ba bam. There's no movement or sway to it. You know, there's no ba da da ba da 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 ba ba da ba da ba da da ba. No, it's just ba 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 ba, just cut and dry in a certain way. But the way that Hall sings on top of that, just like I said, this aggressive tirade, it is really cool, that difference, because Hall flows on top of that, like a waterfall, like a heavy waterfall with a big flow. And then that riff is just, bah, that's the rocks. Ba 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 ba. Just really, really cool. And then that really dreamy section, about halfway or so through. This is really cool. Where is it? Here. What a great section. What an amazing section there to slow it down and bring in. I can only imagine a Fripp doing that, but it could be, you know, completely someone else for all I know. But I'm thinking it's Fripp. That very dreamy, those fast notes are incredibly melodic. They seem so starry to me. and they're just like clear light, the way that blah, 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 just crystallized in there. And I like how that continues the pace, but it just brings it down into something clean and kind of starry. That was just a really wonderful section there. Hall's performance throughout this particular track in particular, I thought was a huge standout as well. The drums are nice and heavy. This is just a big standout track. Man, I added Babs and Babs into my playlist, and I may have to add this one on here as well. I feel like, we've only covered a few songs on here now, about halfway through, but I feel like from Babs, at least to this track, and possibly the next one, as it seemed to be transitioning nicely into the farther away I am, it seems to really be hitting a certain kind of stride, and a stride that I was expecting, from the album. But this is really, really a great listen. I really enjoyed that. Let's look at these lyrics. So what do you want? Is it deja vu, or have I been here before? I don't know, but everything about you is still the same. Everything about you is so alive. Too much time around, you start to kick my butt. Too much time away, I lose my lease. New York loved me so good. So New York loved me, keep my head up. NYC, I see. NY, why me? MINY. I love the, not necessarily play on words, but the way that he says, NY love me, NYCIC, like that repetitive syllable that's in there. Why me, MINY, and it kind of works with the title, of course. There, try to run away, it's no use. Tongue in cheek, so I can't speak. Vibrations knock my screw loose. Repeats from here. Written in the air. This is the dreamy section. Written in the air. Written on return. Nowhere bright as here, nowhere else. Written in the air, written on return. Stones and fever dreams, nothing else. NYC, see you real soon. Trying to run away, it's no use. Tongue in cheek, can't speak. Vibrations. It ain't art, it's pressure. Pain in the heart that moves me. NYC. I mean, I can't help but just think that he's very poetically describing his experience in New York City. Everything about you is still the same. Everything about you is so alive. He comes back, it's still the same. Everything's very lively, and it goes on from there. I mean, I don't see any other way to read this particular track. But whatever way you read it, it's a really fantastic one. Let me know what you guys thought, of course, down in the comments below. I appreciate you all watching, joining me, clicking on, clicking off shortly. Thank you so much for being here. Come back tomorrow, and I will hope to see you all then. Bye, guys.